I'm Sam Armstrong from Make It Happen Signage Consultancy Limited. What made me start Make It Happen was 15 years in the sign industry and hearing the same questions day after day after day and realising there's a serious lack of education or workshops training to the industry, particularly in fabricated and illuminated signage. So we started the education programme 6 years ago. We do get quite a number of new starters to the industry, but also we get people of 5 years, 10 years, 15, 43 years. We can find ourselves sitting in a rut of doing the same thing day in, day out. It's all about investing in the staff to do the best that they can as early as possible. They're evolving with the business. That's a really big thing. It's keeping up with those trends, making sure you do things a little bit different than perhaps your competition. Understand your value so you stand out in the crowd. I'm confident that you'll get a return of investment within a month because they come to me, they go back enthused, energised, smiling, new ideas. It's understanding the value, but not only for the employee, the employer. Don't let your company stand still. A lot of our customers are quite happy to invest in machinery, but sometimes actually forget the staff within the business because, oh, they're fine, they don't need training. Unfortunately, we do hear that quite a lot. There are so many opportunities within the industry because it's so creative if you allow it to be. You've got to arrive, got to have a cup of coffee, that's an important thing. Then we're going to do the importance of font and the importance of letter height and stroke widths. We're then going to be followed by flat cut letters, all the different material types, upsell opportunities, how to use the materials in different ways. Then we're going to go on to built up letters, so fabricated letters and how they look, again the style, the different options available. Then we're going to go on to stencil cut sign trays, do's, don'ts, ways of making them look again different than how your competition would look. We're going to go onto the shop floor, we're going to have a walk around. We're going to have your lunch break. Then we're going to do an hour of illuminated letters. Then we're going to go onto the shop floor and you're going to have a go at building your own letter. So most people really enjoy this and then they get really competitive, especially if they've got other workmates from their place of work with them. And your customers will think that all of the letters behind me have been fabricated by a machine, and it's the polar opposite. These have all been hand fabricated.
And now I know why it's so expensive, you know? It's a lot of process and so much to it. It's not just ordinary cutting something. We've got to make it.
Somebody's signage is 83% of their marketing, and I don't think people necessarily value that when they're first thinking about the signage. In fact, probably the polar opposite. You only have a split second to make an impression, where you're seeing it on a screen that's sort of this size, and then actually walking into the factory and seeing a 25-metre totem brings it to reality. And I think even with actually having a go at making your own letter, it gives you that hands-on experience of what you're selling. Back into the boardroom again, where we're going to talk about totems and flex faces. Then we're going to do an hour of new, weird, wonderful products available into the industry. And then here we are, we've finished, off you go home. Finished for the day. 4 o'clock will get you out on the road and people leave and say they're enthused and they're inspired, or they didn't think you could teach an old dog new tricks, as we'd had once from a lady who came 25 years in the industry. She said, you completely got me. It was brilliant. And I think to hear that repeatedly, I never get bored of it. It's lovely.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, had a cracking time.